Low podcast, brought to you by All-American Ford in Aniana, Alabama. Stop by and see John Makovica and his team today.
You need to go see John Makovic if you get a car. I don't know if you
yeah.
noticed that Jeep out in the driveway.
Yeah, I did notice that Jeep out in the driveway. I said, oh, look at that.
That guy's so crazy. He's looking at my son's, some exhaust on my son's car for me.
Yeah.
And that's what he gave to drive as a loaner. I'm like, you lost your mind.
Oh, man. It's like I've done fall. But yeah, he knew what he was doing when he gave it to you as a loaner.
I told him, I said, you are a drug dealer. I said, because there's nothing like the smell of a new car.
Oh, no, not at all.
It is an addictive thing.
I just recently had to purchase 2 vehicles. Yes, that's a fun story. Okay, so my husband works at a Sitco. And
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he does. So, and he works, it's a constantly rotating shifts.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets off at all different hours. Well, night before Halloween, or the morning before Halloween, Jared was coming home from work. Pouring down rain, and it's like 6 a.m. I'm dead.
Yeah.
And the phone rings. I've always been worried about that. Like, oh God, he's gonna get in a wreck.
Right.
He's driving these crazy hours, and he's coming up 22, and then 78, and we live out there near them Walker County crazies. And listen, you have to turn by the booby trap to get to my house. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm out there in it. Anyways, phone rings. He said somebody done hit me down here at the 4-way, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay. So I called my neighbor who was getting ready for work, and she came over and watched the boys, and I ran down there. He couldn't get his app to open so he could prove that he had insurance.
Right.
Yeah, so pouring down rain, showing the cop this. Anyways, somebody has creamed the Kia Soul, and we had just paid her off like 6 months prior.
Every time.
I was like, no, why?
Every time.
Yes.
That is bad mojo. Everybody listening and watching.
Super bad.
It's like, go on. If you're 3 months out of your last payments, just go on and put you a little bit away because, you're going to have to get a set of tires, something breaks on it, or God forbid.
It's going to cost you some money.
Yeah. Something's cost.
Oh, so I was like, crap, of course that happens. Because I remember I had done like a super happy dance when I got that letter from my credit union going, oh, you have completed the payments on this line. I was like, oh, yes. And and we were nervous too because we had switched to Geico. So, yeah, because I had been with my parents' car insurance forever, and I got to looking around, and I'm like, I'm paying ridiculous way too much for this. Cut it in half when I switched, but I was like, oh, I bet that comes with some crappy customer service. But amazingly, no.
Oh, well.
It was a good experience.
A little plug for Geico.
Yeah, plug for Geico, and like, it was, they saved our butts on that. But then, not 9 days later, so we hadn't bought a new car yet or anything. We were working out of one vehicle. 9 days later, I'm sitting at the house. Jared calls me. He's getting off work. I got hit again.
Oh, God.
And he was driving my Ford Edge that he had bought me back in the spring. Because I was like, got to move up to a mommy mobile.
Yeah.
And so he bought that for me. And then, it got hammered on 65. Yeah, it was... I cried. I was like, and this is how terrible of a wife I am. When he said, I've been in a wreck, I'm not like, oh, honey, are you okay?
How's my car?
Like, what? How bad's my car?
Obviously, you're speaking, Jared, so therefore we know you're
we're
okay.
Good, but I need to know. So, heartbroken, totally just totaled that car. The dude was doing like 85, 90 miles an hour and just, on his phone, and slammed in the back of the vehicle. So, it totaled it. So I've recently had to buy 2 vehicles. Bought a Ford Explorer, which that is
nice.
That is the mommy mobile. That is.
Damn it,
what?
John! I apologize. I should have sent her to All-American Ford. All-American Ford in Aniana. If you are in the Central Alabama area or willing to drive that far, you need to go see John.
Yes, I wish you had told me. Yeah, because we searched high and low, and I finally found something. But Ford's. I think that's our.
Kind of your go-to?
Yeah, that's our loyal because we bought a Ford F-150, a 2001 King Ranch model that had been like a sheriff's vehicle or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Nice, though. Nice. Super nice because, it's been very well taken care of. We just paid cash for that.
Yeah.
Jared just a work truck.
Yeah.
So, well, when we go to buy Jared a nice car, we might have to go out to Aniana.
There you go.
In their lots.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's got some nice ones out there. He's Fords, Dodge, Chryslers, Jeep. I bought a Benzo for my son out there.
Ooh, okay.
Little Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
My wife asked me if I was trying to have grandbabies before he
Right,
graduated high school.
And be like, no, I'll get him one without the back seat.
Yeah. Oh, we told him we'd christen the back seat just so
Yeah.
it'd turn him off and won't do anything back there.
There you go.
He's like, yeah, we went ahead and took care of that back seat for you. And he's like, oh, y'all are so gross.
Yeah.
We didn't, but he doesn't know that.
Now he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Well, let's talk about this great beer.
Okay.
Everybody that doesn't know, Bama Brew Girl is on with us today, and she is with Tallulah Brewing Company. I hope I say I always Tallulah.
Yeah.
See, I always mess it up. I'm horrible. I was never great in English, but mess up words all the time. But let's try it. What'd you bring me this time?
You've got apricot blonde right there.
Apricot blonde.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That was better than that last time.
So they've tweaked it a little bit, and I'm very happy with how it's come out this batch. But the apricot blonde, that's our flagship beer. It's actually called Chief's Apricot Blonde. Because one of our owners, she is a retired Air Force chief in the Air Force. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Chief or a master chief or something.
Something like that. Master chief. How cool does that sound? Anyways, she lives out in Colorado, but she loves apricot blonde. So when they all decided to get together, the family did, and they were gonna move on this venture, she said, "I want an apricot beer."
Oh.
So that was the first one that
this is good.
Josh, our head brewer, put out.
This is good. And for people that don't know, Tallulah Brewery is, you only have one, right? And that's in Jasper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in Jasper.
How's that doing?
Oh, it's doing well. We are exploding right now. I'm so excited, Chris. I started there back,
2 years ago?
Yeah,
Has it been 2 years ago?
going on 2 years. It was July of 18, I think, when I started out there. And to see how much that the brewing company, how much the brewery's grown, it is amazing. We have, since you've been out there, we have really expanded our courtyard area.
Oh, yeah, the little nice. Well, the time we went out there, it was a little cold or something, or it was raining or something that one time.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was in early last year.
I think. And I hate that. I always tell people I'm so lazy when it comes to going out sometimes. I need to do a better job of visiting.
Well, you need to start coming out and see. Next weekend's going to be a party. You need to come for that. We're doing, in conjunction with the Twisted Barley Brewery, a couple blocks down, and Old 64, the barbershop out in Summerton.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, well, you need to be, because it's super cool.
Oh, cool. They do the old school haircuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff like that.
I had a girl on the previous episode. Her husband's a master barber or whatever. She's an actress. He does a little bit of acting, but he's a master barber.
Yeah.
He does all those old school cool haircuts. And I always laugh. I said, "Shit, I don't have much to play with up there."
They're just some really cool cats, but they are doing their third birthday with us, and we're doing a 90s themed brewery crawl.
Oh, 90s.
And Barry Bangers is going to be DJing at Tallulah. He starts at 10, but Smashley is a local rock band. They're going to be playing at Twisted starting at 8, and we've got games and different stuff.
Yeah, because Twisted's a block away?
Yeah,
if that?
A block down and a block over. You can cut through the alleyway and pretty much be right there.
Now, they're the ones with it's been forever. They're the ones, they have the crazy furniture and stuff in there. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Whenever I go down to Twisted, they've got this really cool space. It feels like Eric Foreman's basement.
Yes, that's what.
Yeah. And I love the '70s show.
Oh, that's one of our favorite shows as well.
When Netflix tried to take that off, I was like, I will write my congressman. You better have this back.
Well, it's so great watching on Netflix too, since it's so clean versus watching on the reruns. I don't know what they do with the reruns. They just tone down that SD maybe,
Who knows?
But Netflix brings it in all nice and crisp and clean.
Yes, but yeah, you should try to come out. It's this next Saturday.
What I got going on? I don't think I got anything going on next Saturday. I got there you are. Let's see what we got. As a plug for a future show, I got I don't know if you follow motorcycle stuff very much, But I got Smurf. Him and his wife are coming out in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm open.
Well, you should ride out.
Yeah, I should ride out. But Smurf, he does stuff out in Bessemer. He does custom motorcycle stuff. And,
Cool.
and his wife is I don't know what you would call her. I guess it'd be a beautician or whatever. She does hair on 280, and she's actually she's in that Ink covered magazine cover.
Oh, that's yes. I've
Yeah,
seen
real pretty girl.
She is pretty.
I've had a lot of good looking chicks around me here lately.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife is always around me, so
Number one.
She's always there. I had a really pretty actress on yesterday's episode, which will air be a week when this one.
I saw her pictures.
Yeah, she's hot. We hung out with this little hot chick last night.
Yeah.
Now here you are, and then Dina's coming on.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, man.
Yeah, you're the man,
Like,
right?
yeah, like all the ladies are coming out. Man, it's wonderful. This is wonderful. I feel like I'm in my 20s again.
Yeah, we need to bring them all out next weekend. We're gonna have a blast. I don't know if you've Barry Banger's DJs down at not Innisfree, excuse me, Tin Roof and
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's Innisfree down in Tuscaloosa. I think it's where he does a lot of work. But yeah, he DJs at Tin Roof, and he always brings a party because he's from
What's his name?
Jasper. Well,
Or
Barry,
was he go by?
Barry Bangers.
Barry Bangers.
Yeah, he's a really sweetheart too.
Yeah.
I love his show. Every time he comes out, he puts on. It's a hell of a party.
Now,
Whenever he comes out.
is he more ravish, or what's his flavor?
I guess like just
Just an eclectic group of
popular club music, not so much electric as more hip hop and
stuff? Yeah. Oh, he puts a little hip hop in there,
right.
doesn't he?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
dance music.
Yeah.
Go shake your ass music.
Oh, I
is
can
what
do
is
that.
out there.
I could. My wife does not like to dance until she's had quite a bit of dinner, but I will.
Oh yeah, me too. I can dance like I don't even care. I used to go to the club all the time when I was younger. Well, much, and I didn't have to drink. I'd always go out there and have fun. It was.
There you go. I was always a cheap date.
Yeah.
I was like, it didn't take much. I guess that's why girls like going with me, because I could spend more money on them than I did myself.
There you go. That's exactly right.
They were like, hell, he's not going to drink. I've always been the designated driver.
Oh well, I mean that's a good thing.
That
You're
is
safe.
a good thing. Yeah, I'm always like,
You know that.
yeah, it's like, I can't afford them damn DUIs, man. Some people,
Oh God, I know.
some are crazy.
Yeah, it's scary and dangerous, and no. Call an Uber, guys.
So, or drink responsibly.
Or drink responsibly to where you do not need anyone to tote you out of there.
What kind of crazies you got coming around the bar?
Oh,
Everybody's got to have good.
Yeah, well, let me say, now we do keep a good bit of the crazies out of there. That's one thing. Tallulah is. We don't let no craziness go on in there. All right, you're not gonna come there and be surrounded by nut jobs, but occasionally some get through the filter.
You get a little weird one in every now.
Yeah, or just ones that love to come in and just talk, or maybe they've had one too many because they don't realize drinking a craft beer is a little bit different than sitting down and drinking a couple of Bud Lights.
Yeah.
And they'll always find their way up to the bar and want to lean there and just flirt and talk and just cannot take a hint to save their lives, bless their hearts.
I always mess with the girls at the bar, Amber's bar. What's one of the? Give me some of the best ones that really make you laugh.
Oh gosh.
I always look, because I know guys are horrible. We'll say some. It sounds good up here. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
But just coming out just didn't always work out.
There's too much. Too many to even remember. Good Lord. I remember when I first started up there. Now, I'm not the hot number there now. The hot number would be Courtney. You've got to meet her. Yeah,
Hey,
she's
Courtney.
the new girl. Mm-hmm. Yes. Come up in there in them yoga pants all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
I just bought Amber those booty legging pants.
Oh, yeah?
the lift legs.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting on
those.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there waiting.
Like, come on.
Yeah, they're taking forever. I had to give them a bad email. I was like, I'm upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
Then they sent me a tracking number, so it's supposedly coming.
Yeah. Oh.
But she comes up in these yoga pants, huh?
Yep. And she's just a super sweet, genuine person all the way around. You just like her. You just see her. You're like, oh, she lights the room up. I'm a fan.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she's a cool chick.
I always aggravate Amber about guys that hit on her and stuff, and she didn't really tell me much, and I always try to get it out of her. But she's like, they're usually just stupid comments. She had this one. There was these guys before she was taking a break from working at her dad's bar. She was working at another bar, and she had these group of construction guys that were in town doing this big project.
Yeah.
So they were in there every night, and they were just giving her money, giving her money, giving her money. And one of the favorite ones I laughed at.
The hotel.
Oh, always, yeah. Well, they would tell her stuff like, "Oh, if you were my girl, you wouldn't have to work. You wouldn't have to." That was like, she's like, "But I want to work." Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like,
What, you think I want to sit in the kitchen all day? No.
yeah. So when you grab me and if you caught me, now you're out chasing other girls.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's all about the chase.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny because we see, it's hard for me to get specific because we've got a good core set of regulars and folks that come through there. And they
save the name and protect the innocent.
Right, yeah. But it's fun watching, because when you're behind the bar, it's like you're removed. It's people don't really pay attention to the fact that you're there.
Yeah, they forget. Yeah.
So,
and they think you can't hear shit.
Yeah, that's right, man. And the things these people be talking about. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But, the things these people be talking about, and you're just like, now, you was just in here with your wife not 2 days ago.
Ooh.
And they'll be in here just... That's really...
You ever have one girl lean over and tell you that she's got a butt plug in right now?
No, I have never had that happen.
I have.
Oh, that's more, I think, maybe perhaps a Birmingham.
Maybe so. And was willing to let you reach down and check for proof.
Check it? You want to see?
Yeah.
No, thank you, honey. No, don't.
That's how you get pink eye, people.
Oh my God. Oh man, I do. Sometimes I do miss working in Birmingham because it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but I got tired of those 3 a.m. mornings.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's no.
Driving that far, that's crazy.
Driving anywhere after 3 a.m. unless you lived in the city, that was just some bull.
I had to drive drunks to and fro last night. Again, that's the downside of being the designated driver.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody got where they need to be.
Right.
My little taxi service. But you get to hear crazy stuff. That's why I don't drink. That's why I don't drink heavily too much. Because I'll say, I have a horrible filter.
Yeah.
I'm one of the guys. I will say, and I'm like, oh, I just really said that.
Yeah, I should not have said that.
Yeah. I've said some crazy things to some Uber drivers, haven't they? I've enlightened them more than they probably wanted to be enlightened.
It makes you wonder if they have like some kind of a secret group, Facebook group or something where they get
There's
on there and
gotta
like
be.
live post stupid shit their drunk passengers are doing.
I gotta look at that. I gotta look that up. There's gotta be. Yeah. How can you lie and say that you're an Uber driver to get in a group like that?
Oh, I don't know.
One of those secret Facebook groups or something.
Right, there's got to be some kind of secret handshake that's good to get you in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I've almost wanted to be an Uber driver just for the stories.
Right. My brother is he does DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah, so he always, I'm just waiting for him to come back because he's a good-looking young guy and he gets a lot of phone numbers.
Oh, does he?
DoorDash, yeah, because he'll be delivering food and these girls are like, oh, hey, dinner and a snack.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, I'm proud of that little shit. He's 21 and he's just so.
See, I think I was about 20 years too early.
Yeah.
I think technology would have caused me some great fun and a lot of problems.
Well, maybe you weren't 20 years too early. I feel like I'm just very glad that Facebook and all the social media was not where it is now 10 years ago. Because we don't want a lot of them pictures up. And I got girlfriends that are still figuring out, oh, maybe I shouldn't post this picture of us from this Halloween party in 2008 and tag her in it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, delete.
Untag me, woman.
That should not see the light of day.
Well, switch you have the. Well, everybody knows I got a kid, and my son's 15, and I had to tell a funny story about this.
Okay.
So, he's a damn TikTok celebrity, apparently.
What's that thing? Have you seen those videos?
Oh yeah,
where the teenagers.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and he does all that. Yeah, I'll tell you two great stories about him since we talk about social media. His mother, who's my ex-wife, just shared with my current wife a video that she recorded off of TikTok.
Uh-huh.
This girl that I don't even know lives close by posted a video And I'll try to explain it for everybody that doesn't know much about TikTok. But she's got this little video. She's sitting there, cute little girl, and she's got little things going on, whatever. And says, "We got to blow him up because she goes, this is the only roller coaster I want to ride in 2020."
Oh.
And I was like, I didn't know whether to go or laugh. And needless to say, mothers are not very happy about that.
No, of course not. No. Slutty little girls looking at our sons need to go back to their home on Whore Island.
Whore Island, that's right.
I know those feels. I'm a boy mom.
Oh, yeah, man.
I got a 4-year-old, and he's a little Casanova, and I'm just like, would you stop your shit?
Yeah. And my son, he had a baseball game last night that I went out to. And me and his stepdad, who I like a lot, he's funny as shit. Me and him are standing there shoulder to shoulder with his, mama standing there. And we're looking around. He's got 2 little nests of girls waiting on him from 2 different schools. And I looked at his stepdad and goes, "This should be interesting. We may have to break up old cat fight." Yeah, so that's right. So we're sitting out here, and they're taking forever. So his mom goes strolling down to where they are. The game's over, and they're just taking forever. And she goes down, and she's a little bit of a pot stirrer anyway. Yeah. And she goes down and she goes, "Hey, you got 2 groups of girls from 2 different schools up here waiting on you." And of course, all his buddies on the baseball team was like, "Oh, somebody done got caught up."
Right. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, from my youth, I'd have been up there dragging feet going, "Oh, what am I going to do?
Who am I going to talk to?
Yeah, this is going to be tough."
Yeah.
He comes strolling up there like it's nothing. And I'm not going to kid you.
Yeah.
I sat there in awe, right? In complete awe. 2 groups of girls. He walks up. He's got his bag, all his bat stuff, all his gear. He plops it on the ground. He looks at one and says, "Come on." And she walks over and she hugs him up. Her little henchman starts taking pictures, and he's sitting there picturing up. This little group's sitting over here waiting their turn. And she gets her little picture, and then bounces off. And then he looks at the other one and says, "Come on." And he starts taking, and I'm like,
"Well, would you look at that?"
I was like, "That's my boy."
Yes.
I was like, I'm proud. I don't know.
Well done.
I was sitting there. I was like, if that had been me, I'd have been over there trying to break up 2 girls pulling hair out. You know what I'm saying? Girls are scandalous now.
Shit.
Girls are scandalous.
I taught at Tarrant.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Girls are wild. They are much more dangerous than them boys. Girls are crazy.
Girls are crazy. They figured it out. They run it. Somebody was giving me a friend of mine, female. She's like, "Women are oppressed." I'm like, "Y'all running everything. Y'all figured it out." I said, "Every one of y'all figured it." And I was like, "If you're not running, that's your fault."
Right. Yeah, exactly. If you're oppressed, you're the one who's oppressing yourself.
Because things have switched. Right. I said, these little girls, especially the girls between 15 and 25, man, they say when, how, hold on. Right. They running the show.
Shoot, I watch my little sister. She'll be 15 this month, and she just runs my dad. I mean, runs him ragged. Bless his heart, he does not catch a break. But Lizzie won't let him. She don't let up, and I hope she maintains that mindset. Gotta go. Right? Yeah, let's go. My way or the highway.
Yeah, it's funny though.
It's gonna get her some long places too, 'cause she's beautiful, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I kind of want to lock her away, wrap her up in a hijab. Who knows? That girl is.
Well, we all get old eventually. She might as well let her have fun.
Oh yeah, we'll let her have fun. But I'm just like, good Lord. When I was 14, I did not look like that. I don't know what's in the chicken.
I don't know what's in the chicken. Yeah. I said the same thing. I was like, man, these girls, this little girl that Gavin them hang out with and stuff like that. And I looked and I was like, that girl's how old?
Right.
I was like, no way. I would not have carded her going through the door at the bar.
Yeah, you got to be real on it these days.
Yeah.
Because these young girls, they know how to do their makeup and everything to where they look a lot older.
YouTube's a killer, isn't it?
I'm over there just trying to catch up. Like, what?
YouTube is, man. YouTube took all the pressure off of not having older siblings, not having a. YouTube will teach you whatever you want.
You don't even have to go to college anymore. You can just YouTube everything.
Yeah, just YouTube it.
Somebody else has done a video.
Yeah, they've either whether it's a car video, whether it's a makeup video, whether it's whatever, and they teach them everything.
They do.
They teach them everything. It's awesome though.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had. That's my jealousy. Is there's so much stuff I could have done.
Right.
Off of having access. But I'd probably die of AIDS and probably.
Oh yeah, we don't want that. No, bad things and stuff there. That's not good.
Never good.
I just bought Rolling Stones tickets.
Yeah,
God,
sure did. Did you have to get a second mortgage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Man, they are proud of their tickets.
Shit, I will let them be. Okay, I know that they're my grandfather's age, but the Rolling Stones are my favorite band. Yeah. Always have been, always will be. I love me some Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Some Keith Richards. All of them. Anyways. So I'd always said, if I get an opportunity to go, I don't care what it's going to cost me, I'm going to go. And my dad is twice in my life. Once when I was 13, and then once when I was 26. He calls me up. Allison, I got everybody tickets to see the Stones. Yes, Dad, awesome. Can you babysit? Shit.
Damn. Didn't include you. God, dog.
Yeah, so when I heard they were coming back through, and of course everybody in the world's trying to get that 2020 tour in. I don't know if you've noticed, but everyone's on tour. So I'm going to be really broke this year. But I saw they were coming around, and I got to looking, and they were doing Atlanta and they were doing Nashville, but Jared's off work the week they're in Atlanta, so I was like, hey, let's check it out.
That's not bad.
I spent I had to put it on a credit card. We'll say that. But once in a lifetime at this point.
Everybody, we need to go out. We need at least 2 good nights for Allison at Tallulah, so that we can get some of that credit card paid down.
Knock that sucker out.
Yeah. God, But it is getting towards the end of those legs, for them guys. They always do the farewell tour, but those guys are they're getting up there. They're one line of cocaine for a couple of them to be gone.
Look, in my personal opinion, Keith died back in the 80s, but then amphetamines just haven't worn off yet.
Yeah, that's right. God, but he's looked like that forever.
Forever.
He just.
I don't know, man, but I sure did buy my insurance on them tickets because anything could happen between here and July.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Please
don't let it happen.
Guys, you got to make it till then.
My son has a Stone shirt, and everybody gives him a hard time. This is name one song, and he's like, I just like the shirt.
Yeah, that happens.
I just like the shirt.
Yeah. One of our beers is named after a Stone song, the Moonlight Mile.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, a lot of our beers have
good meaning.
Yeah, use musical inspirations like the Strawberry Milkshake IPA. Its full name is the Strawberry Milkshakes Forever. IPA, just like Strawberry Fields Forever.
I used to eat at this place a long time ago, and they did like Philly cheesesteaks, and over in Centerpoint, Roebuck area. Closed down a long time. It didn't last very long, but they had the theme of all their sandwiches had a rock and roll theme.
Yeah. And
they had the 2 opposing walls were full of musicians or bands or whatever, and one side was alive, one side was dead.
Oh, wow.
So if you're on this wall, you're still alive.
Yeah.
And then they would, if you die.
When people die, that's got to be, we got to change the mural again, guys.
Well, it wasn't a mural. They just had
the photos
hanging
out. All right, yeah, that's
and so they just take it and move it from one end. It was a great thing.
It'd be
it had
great sad, sound. Like you need to have like a ceremony for that though, right? The changing of the walls.
Changing of the wall, yeah. You gotta, but they had a pretty good theme though going.
Yeah, that's fun.
But have you been strictly with Tallulah lately?
Yes,
have you been repping anybody?
No, I am just with Tallulah. I went back to Tallulah last January, and that's just my home. I love those guys. The Gilberts and the Bagwells that own and run that place are just wonderful people. So
yeah,
I love working for them, and I plan on staying.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's such a nice area. It's not overcrowded. It wasn't like ridiculous. but it had a nice flow of traffic.
Oh yeah, and we're just getting busier and busier as it goes. With the courtyard, we've expanded out. I don't know. Have you been down to the Pizzitz Food Hall where they have
Yeah.
that outdoor the decking built?
Hmm.
Okay, so we've done that in the lower half of our courtyard, and we've built our deck out, and we have just recently completed a VIP area that can be rented out with table
Girls.
service.
Table service.
Yes, and we have moved our staging area. We still have the old stage in the back, but we're kind of progressing it towards the other side of our courtyard. And we've got a lot of fire pits and mushroom heaters out there right now. And tables like, what are they called? Adirondack chairs?
Yeah,
How do you
Adirondack.
say that? Adirondack, yeah.
Adirondack.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Chappaquiddick said when old Candy killed that girl.
Yeah.
Chappaquiddick.
So, yeah, it's a really, really cool chill space.
Y'all serve food?
We're about to have a full kitchen going there.
That's right, because I ordered food last time, and I remember it took so long. The whoever it was, because you were like, oh, it's good. I can't remember if it was wings or something, and I think the owner brought it up to me.
Did you order from Warehouse, or was
know.
it like the pizza place over there?
I can't remember. I think I got wings though.
Okay, yeah, I think you probably got it from Warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember like the owner, bro. He's like, and something was said, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm the owner." I'm like, I said, "Damn, the owner's." He goes, "I was leaving anyway."
Yeah.
Because I think he came up there to get a beer, so he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just bring it."
Right. Oh yeah, and it's awesome when they do that. But now we got DoorDash, so we don't have to bother all those people as much anymore. You just call them, beg them, please, I'm up here stranded. Bring me some food. Yeah.
But what do y'all think y'all are gonna serve?
So we are partnering up with Dee's Downtown. It's a barbecue joint in downtown Jasper, and he's going to come do a full kitchen on I believe it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
And we are moving forward in the future, probably later on in the spring, going to build our own pizza kitchen as well. So we'll have that going.
Is he gonna go the old school brick thing, or is he doing
probably
do
not.
one of them cool
Well, I
stainless
don't know.
steel pop-in things?
I think it's one of them cool stainless steel pop-in things, but it'd be super cool if he wanted to go full on brick fire oven. I just don't know if he wants to have somebody man that all the time.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably a lot of work.
Yeah, that'd be a good bit of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing that, and we are about to start canning beer, so you'll be able to pick us up in the gas station now.
Oh, snap.
Looking about mid-April-ish, we're gonna have Moonlight Mile and Apricot Blonde canned out in the gas station.
Now, when you say you're gonna can it, are y'all going to take your stuff and have it canned somewhere, or you're gonna bring in your own machine?
We do it ourselves. We have our own canning line. Yeah, everything will be done in-house.
Nice.
Yes. We've recently redone our brew space, so we went from having 3-barrel fermenters to 10-barrel fermenters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because when you walked in the door, for people who haven't been there, when you walked in the door, it would be to your left.
Yeah.
So I really liked that in the sense that you can kind of see what was going on. You know,
now it's still in that location, but it is brighter, bigger, shinier, more fantastic and wonderful. I love it.
Wow.
We've got we're really cooking with grease now.
Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
We got it going. So we knew that we needed to beef up production just for our own tap room capacity, but we also wanted to grow out in the market.
Sure.
So that's where we decided to really step things up.
Well, they can use your expertise on that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
But if y'all are doing that, you need to hit up Club South and have them sell your beer.
Yeah, and we currently have I think it's Sergeant Jasper, Apricot Blonde, Moonlight Mile, and I think Southern Ambassador in kegs, like in sixtels, that she could get from Birmingham Bud right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So she could get that on tap. I don't know. I haven't been down to Club South in a minute. I don't know what their tap capacity is.
Oh, they got the big tap. She doesn't do as much tap as she would like to, but she seems to have really good success with some of your competitors' craft beers in the can.
Oh yeah. Well, here, like I said, about mid-April, we should be available through Birmingham Bud. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah,
Why do they have to do that?
because Alabama.
Yeah, the Alabama laws are so crazy. You
They
can't just.
are. Bless it. I love Alabama so much. You know how I feel about it, but good Lord, some of our laws are just.
Well, we got to keep up our level of corruption to
Yes,
some,
right?
to something.
Got to keep lining some pockets, and that's exactly what it is.
Oh, it is.
But that's also something that the Alabama Brewers Guild is working towards, is trying to kind of get rid of the middleman within within a certain distance from your brewery. You shouldn't have to go through Birmingham Bud. Say, like, if we wanted to go and sell to Warehouse 319, which is 2 blocks away, we should be able to sell to them straight out of our brewery. We shouldn't have to ship the product to Birmingham and then have Birmingham ship it back. That's stupid.
That's ridiculous.
And it cuts into a lot of profit because of that for both people.
Yeah, both. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it jacks the price up for the or the restaurant to purchase it, and it makes them less likely to want to keep your product.
Well, that's why everybody's like, why is craft beer so expensive? It's because of stuff like that. It's like, well, if you got to move it 4 times before you get it.
Right.
Everybody's getting a dime. But one of John Makovica's, All-American 4, one of his good buddies, they own Balcones whiskey they're out of Dallas.
Oh, cool.
And they're trying to get into the state. And they were talking about that it's juggling a lot of stuff to get in. You would think it's like, hey, remember? It's not like you don't sell whiskey here,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Why is it? But there's so much red tape.
It's ridiculous. I know. And it's a headache just trying to work out things like beer festivals and stuff. See, we have to have a partnership with Birmingham Budweiser, and then we would also need to have, like, if we wanted to sell in Huntsville, we have to go up to that, and pay for that distributorship up there. It's not just across the board.
I got you.
And so, Tuscaloosa is a separate entity. So it's ridiculous what you have to go through.
It's organized crime. Let's call it what it is. It's just ridiculous. Some lobbyists figured out that they could make money, by making people pay them. It's almost like, God, I won't call them out by name because I've actually thought about using them so I can play more music. But there's 2 organizations in order to play music that you have to.
Yep, I know all about them too.
Them motherfuckers, man, somebody
it's robbery.
It is robbery.
It is.
They said if you have a television, and they go, if you got a television you play, those people got to get paid, and they're like, wait a minute. They got paid to do the work, and then they get paid residuals from the TV station.
Yep.
So why am I paid?
Right, I'm paying for this service already. Why do I have to pay on top of that? Yeah, and they do the same thing. So if we were to have music come, a band come out and play, there are 2 different licensing companies or licensing fees for a band that plays covers as opposed to a band that plays originals.
Yeah.
You've got to pay so much more for the covers.
I didn't think you had to pay for originals.
Well, we have to pay. It's not near as much. I don't recall exactly.
But it's some sort of.
Just a fee to have live music.
That's crazy.
It's retarded. Like, I probably shouldn't
You
use that
say
word.
retarded. It's retarded.
It's
I'll
terrible.
say it. I'll old school, and it's what it means. It's retarded.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know how this world is so.
Yeah, well, if you
sensitive
got
these days.
well, look at it. They got one eye pointing up, one eye pointing down, and they even got their hand out there retarded.
Yeah, yeah. Please give. They're just. Ugh.
Oh.
But that really does. It stifles a lot of music in small breweries and bars and things because well, your wife knows about it.
Oh yeah, her dad cusses it. He ran them out one time. And I won't mention which organization it is because I don't want to tackle them. But they'll come in there. They'll get a fire under them and they'll come in and they'll want to do stuff and he doesn't want to pay them all the money they want to pay. And I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. If it's the rules, it's the rules, and you got to pay some. But it's like, but if you give in, then they want more. Then they want more. Then they want more. I mean, can't just they say, okay, coming in and counting your televisions.
Yeah. And they can actually take you to court over that crap.
Yeah. That is wild.
I hate people. Everything's about the dollar.
It is. Well, there's another bar downtown that was mentioned. this company was mentioned, and they were like, "Fuck those people." Now they have to pay it. It's
Yeah.
like anything else. It's like not liking your teacher at school, but you got to go to class.
Right, there's nothing you can do about it. You
Yeah,
just
it's
gotta
like, I
deal
go
with
to
it.
class, but I hate these bitches.
I hate these motherfuckers. Yeah.
But I guess it makes life because I've tried to get Amber and them to pay to do more life stuff, but it's just too much of a hassle.
It is. And when you look at the return too, that's what you've got to the bottom line is how much are you making out of it. And after we pay for licensing and then we pay for whatever the band is wanting, am I selling enough beer to offset that?
Right.
Yeah,
the only thing that you could possibly, especially for her size bar, the only thing that you could possibly hope for is if you did it sporadically, you would maybe introduce your bar to some people that wouldn't normally come down there.
Right.
They'll be like, "Oh, this is a good bar to hang out."
Oh,
with.
yeah, because it's down there in Gamble Square.
Yeah.
Right, and that used to be like the hangout back in the 90s, early, and then it's like it has migrated all over Birmingham.
Yeah, it
and
always
now
does.
it's what, Lakeview and Avondale, maybe? I don't know.
Which those guys are about to be pissed off.
Oh?
Yeah.
Tell?
They just, I don't know if you pay much attention to the news, but they just approved 5 Points as an entertainment district.
Well, Lakeview's already had their kind of like...
Yeah, but here's the thing. Lakeview's you've never been able to walk out the door with a drink.
Yeah, I think it's just like on Halloween or something when they shut the
well,
street down. Yeah.
5 Points South, you can walk out the door with a drink as long as it's in a plastic cup.
Oh, gosh.
That place is fixing to be lit.
Again, because when I was first going to the clubs and everything, 5 Points was where it was. I was always at 1120, which had been the studio, and I can't recall all the other ones. And what Bell Bottoms was across.
Yeah, Bell Bottoms. Yeah,
Bell Bottoms was that's a fun story.
Oh,
Bell Bottoms was the first, and I can tell it now because they're out of business and it won't matter. But it was the first bar I went to, and you want to guess how old I was?
I'm gonna say 17.
13.
13?
Yes, 13. Okay, so I had
You must have been slamming at 13.
I had a really fun older cousin, and
right on.
she has always been. She's still a lot of fun, and just one of those people that I just. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, at the time she was a Camel cigarette promotional girl, which they don't even do that anymore because smoking causes cancer. Blah blah blah.
Right.
And she was also a Jaeger model.
Oh, shit.
So she did a lot of.
Been slamming
She was slamming, and that bitch is like 6 foot tall. She got some legs for days.
How she look now?
She still looks great.
Ooh.
Still looks great. I remember. Anyway, I'll get off on a bunch of tangents. Okay, all right. So she had gotten me for the weekend to come hang out with her, and that was always the highlight of. I'm hanging out with a cool cousin, and super. I mean, I can't call her a bad influence, but she'd slide me a pack of cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're 13 years old, you're like, oh
well,
look at me, because I wanted to be a bad girl.
Yeah,
I wasn't. My mom kept me under her thumb, but
you wasn't a bad girl at all.
No,
you had
never. I was an angel, always. But, I remember she was hanging out, and then one of her girlfriends called her, and she was like, hey, you want to go to the club? And she's like, oh, yes, of course, but I've got my 13-year-old cousin with me. I can't ditch her.
Bring that bitch on. Let's do it.
Liz, that crazy woman that she was best buddies with, was like, bring her. And that girl, now, Liz, not my cousin, Liz is a little bit, anyways, she dressed me up, and, she hookered me up, is basically.
She got you where you...
They walked me right into Bell Bottoms.
Yeah, because...
And no one even checked up.
Yeah, because they knew them so well.
Uh-huh.
They were probably just like...
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. But I remember thinking, oh, I'm cool as shit.
Hell yeah,
cannot wait for school on Monday.
Oh, shit. Thank God there wasn't no social media.
Exactly.
Because you'd have got both of them fucked up.
Right. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
How big were your eyes, though? You was all...
Oh, I couldn't believe it worked.
Like,
they had me in this little one. I don't know what you call these things. They still wear them today, but it's one piece. But it was like long pants, and it kind of went up around your neck.
Oh yeah.
Halter back.
Those are sexy.
Push up bra, tissue paper.
Oh shit! Yeah, you loaded up.
Yeah. Super high heels that I had to practice walking in prior to because I was gonna give it away. But
like a new baby gazelle.
yeah,
ain't it?
just falling all over the place. They walked me in, sat me up on a bar stool, and said, "Don't move and don't talk to anybody."
Oh,
I was like, "Okay." I just sat there.
How many creepos do you get?
A lot of creepos. A lot of
They were all
creepos.
right,
But
yeah.
luckily, Liz and my cousin were. I don't want to give her away. They were keeping a close enough eye, and you kind of creepo came close. They were
They'd hop
bat
those.
them off, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and I remember just feeling like
You thought you were somebody, didn't you?
I was big shit right there. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Told all my girlfriends about it. Hey, guess what I did this weekend?
That's awesome.
Yeah, of
They
course,
were-
yeah.
Now if you found out your son was, you'd be like,
I'd be like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
well, I've told this story before. We used to go to Frankie's Underground, which was is a mosh pit club
Yeah.
right there in 5 Points, and it closed.
Is
I
that
think
the upside down
down
plaza?
upside down plaza. You go down there. I think they closed in 91 or 92.
Yeah.
But I used to go there when I was 14, 15. We'd go down there because we were just young, full of testosterone, 14, 15-year-old kids. We'd mosh pit and get in fights. The fire marshal would kick us out and stuff. So I knew 5 Points really well. And we were living, at that time, all the way out in Moody, Alabama.
Oh,
which,
gosh.
Yeah, that's what I said, too. And so my mother and I were riding through Birmingham one day, and she was trying to get somewhere, and we were coming up 20th. And I was like, you need to turn right here and go blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay. And then she was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
How the fuck do you know where
Yeah,
you're going?
like-
I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Something you need to tell me.
Yeah. But she never tried to call me out on it.
Well-
But she was like,
Because you were a boy. You've been a girl. Your ass been locked up under the house.
well, we'd drive that far, man. We'd drive,
Yeah.
and, we didn't have any sense. We didn't have any cell phones where nobody could track us.
Oh, God.
So when we left, it was like, well, hope they come back.
Oh, man, yeah, the kids these days, they have no idea because, like, my little sisters, everybody's got that Live 360, whatever. I pull it up right now to exactly where they are. And we didn't have that shit.
Hell
It was when you get there, call me from the parents' phone, call you, let me know you're here, whatever, but, you could call them and then you could go upon your merry way.
That's right.
And
Just sliding through,
just
baby,
like,
sliding through.
I made that phone call. We're good.
Yeah, slide back through on the way back. I'm coming home.
Come on my way home, Mom.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Totally wasn't raising hell all night.
I'd love to see your young ass sitting on that on the edge of that bar stool, probably thinking you're cool, but looking around like what the
I'm
fuck
scared
is
to
going on? I don't know what to do.
Because Bell Bottoms it was like, it wasn't like what I considered like a club. I mean, occasionally that dance floor would get pretty packed out.
Yeah. But it was a meat market.
Right, yeah.
It was a meat market. And what's funny is it was
that
all
upstairs area.
Yeah.
People.
See, I remember when that was Louie's.
Oh,
That's how old I am.
Yeah.
And where they played nothing but rock music.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
that's how old I am. And I went in there right before I went in the military. I could sneak in there and stuff like that. Louie's. But yeah, and that's why they had built that whole upstairs section. But yeah, I mean, Bell Bottoms was such a meat market. I bet some of them guys that were probably about 35, pushing 40, were like, "Oh my God, look at this 21-year-old.
She's so young. Yeah.
She has to be barely 21. I'm gonna give her 20. No, fool, that's 13.
Yeah, you should feel bad about yourself.
Well, when I was in Australia, the legal age was 16.
What?
Yeah. And that was scary.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If 16's legal, like you don't have no problems, these little girls 13 like in there. It was a wild month over there.
I've always wanted to go to Australia. Not for the 16-year-old girls, but I think that's. Of course, I guess now it's all scorched up, though, isn't it? Bless their hearts.
Bless their heart. That's terrible.
I think really more than Australia, I want to go to New Zealand.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to go hike, do some stuff out there.
I want to go. I want to see when them guys do the shaka dance. You ever seen
Oh,
them guys
yeah,
do?
yeah.
I told somebody, I said, when I die, damn it, I want y'all to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I want that whole crew to come and do that, and they just, I was like, I am not a Pacific Islander at all, but that is, if you're going to get sent out, that's the coolest way
That's
to
pretty
get,
cool.
That's a cool
right.
way to get sent out.
Yeah.
I was like, that is the way to go.
Oh, yeah. That would be a lot of fun. Yes, I get a little sidetracked thinking about it. I had at one point looked at it was like a 2-week trip to New Zealand, and it was like backpacking through New Zealand with a couple of stops off in, like, I guess, large villages or cities along the way. And, of course, you got to go do the whole Middle Earth experience because why can't I live in Middle Earth?
Well, you can.
I just pretend.
You just gotta move.
I just gotta move to Middle Earth and I'm living in this hobbit hole. I don't care if it's a movie set.
Just gotta move.
I would do it.
No, I think they actually put and I may be saying this wrong, but I think they actually put a moratorium on people moving to New Zealand because you're getting so many people because they'd gotten so much popularity with movies and different things like that. They were getting. They don't have to build a wall because they're on an island, but
right.
but they were trying to cut back on people trying to.
I could see that, and that's a good thing,
Yeah, you don't want people to overdevelop
right. You'll
that
ruin
island.
something beautiful. And I'm a fan of that. You need to protect.
But I would like to go visit though.
I sure would.
We took Amber and Gavin to Hawaii, which I used to live in Hawaii.
Okay, that's cool.
And then when I was in the service, and I took them to the Big Island a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I keep telling her I'm gonna take her back, and of course haven't done it.
Yeah.
I told her it was her fault because she bought a new Harley.
Oh well,
you got to
priorities.
Yeah, prioritize. So hopefully we'll go back this year or next year. But she really liked the island life.
Oh yeah, I would. Hey, I love the island life. Now, no, it was not Hawaiian island life, which I'm sure is absolutely fantastic. But
there are some beautiful spots.
Oh God, I've got a girlfriend who went with her mother and her sister, and the pictures from their hikes and bike rides and stuff, it's beautiful.
It is
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I would love to see it.
It's weird beautiful because when I lived there, I was 18.
Yeah.
And so I was flat broke, because I was in the service and paid shit. And so, but at that age, you really don't know. It's like I look around and I was like, man, this is great. But like I lived in Oahu, so it's hard to get around.
Yeah.
If you're broke, don't have a car, whatever. But I think if I would have had a vehicle, I think I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Because I could have been easier going to places to hike and do different stuff like that. But it's, young and dumb. I was more worried about girls and doing other stuff than I was about where I was actually at. I was down at Waikiki chasing the tourists.
Yeah, exactly. Smart.
Yeah. Trying to sneak in. I had a fake ID so I could go into all the strip clubs.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
I paid money for that fake ID. It worked. There's a statute of limitations, I think, on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
You're probably good.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure the guy that sold me the fake military ID is no longer in the military.
Probably not.
It was a legit ID.
Yeah.
It was a for real. He goes, whatever you do, you don't get caught with this.
And if you get caught, you didn't get it from me.
You don't know me at all. I was like, ching, ching, ching,
yeah.
ching.
Hey, those fake IDs are no joke, dude.
Well, the great thing about military IDs, you don't know if you're 18 or 25 when you're slick down head.
Exactly. Yeah, I've looked at many. When I worked at the Hangout in Gulf Shores, we had, the Air Force Base and Navy Base, at Pensacola. So we had all of them coming over with their military IDs, and I'd be trying to, check shit. Everybody looks the same. They got their head shaved. They're all in the same uniform. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Thanks for your service, man.
And they're like, yes.
Well, in my opinion, and I don't know. Okay, I laughed when they upped the age from 19 to 21 for smoking. Or any tobacco products, vape products, whatever. I laughed a little bit, and then I thought, oh, wait, that's kind of fucked up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can send some kids off to die for our country and to be maimed and have, mental crazy, or just shit for the rest of their lives. But they can't buy a drink, and they can't smoke a damn cigarette.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Because, if we were to raise it, the enlisting age from 18 to 21, we wouldn't have a damn military.
It'd be tough.
Yeah, so...
It'd be tough. But no, I got
Yeah.
busted. I got busted. The only time I was two times, not the only time, two times I was handcuffed to the floor of a police van.
Oh, shit.
That starts out a great story.
Yeah.
One time
when I was handcuffed in the floor of a police van.
which is a very odd setting. I'm about
Mhm.
when you're sitting on the bench and you're having to lean over. It's very tough. But I got caught. I got caught underage drinking.
Yeah.
And I remember we had when you're in the military, they have different levels of you're in trouble. So they bring you back, and the first thing you do, you have to go through what they call it in the Navy. You go through a chief's mass, and it's all the E7s and above and all this stuff. And they figure out what you did, how bad it was, and then they move you to the XO. And then from the XO, you go to captain's mass.
Okay, so is this like moving your clip from the green light to the yellow light to the red light? Now we gotta send a letter home to mom.
Yeah, or grow the brick or whatever.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's sort of like Chief's Mass is sort of like your older siblings fixing to wear you out.
Okay.
XO is your mama found out. And Cap's Mass your daddy's coming home.
Oh well, shit.
I
guess I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. So I got in, but we had a chief, and he was he looked old as fuck, but everybody at 18 looks old as fuck. And he was a command master chief, bright white hair, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and he's looking, and he just looks pissed off, right? And I'm thinking, oh, I'm fucked. So I'm in the room with these 5 or 6 chiefs, and I'm like, here it goes. And he said the same thing. He goes, damn it, son. He goes, and this was in 93, 94. He goes, damn it, son. I think you should be able to drink, but you got to be goddamn smart enough not to get caught.
There you go.
I was like,
sage advice.
I was like, he goes, don't let me catch you in here.
Yes, sir.
But to add to that story, which is funny as shit, is one of the guys that we got caught with, he was 21.
Yeah.
And he was a little bit higher in rank. And so he had to come in there too, and he got blasted out. And they told him, they they got on him because he was basically with underage guys.
Yeah.
And they go, and we don't want you, we better not catch you in this shit no more. And he goes, yes, sir. And he's sitting there, and you tell he's nervous, right? And they say, all right, dismiss. And we start going, and they says, you not leaving? And he goes, I'm with the next group. He got caught twice in a week with 2 underage girls. Oh, he was just like,
I think we need to start asking questions about his friend group.
Yeah, he was, but he was like barely 21, and we're all like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he didn't even move. He just knew he was screwed. He was like, I'm done. He goes, I'm fucked. But he didn't get in bad trouble. They reamed him out.
Yeah.
It cost me 15 days and a half a month's my pay.
Oh, shit. They can do that?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah. 15 days restriction means I can't leave a ship for 15 days.
Oh, no. Misery.
I'm grounded.
Sad face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is pre-internet.
Oh, fuck. How many books did you read?
I didn't.
None?
Well, luckily we had television, all that good
okay.
shit.
Well, at least we had TV. All right.
But so yeah, I got restricted 15 days, half month's pay, which I wasn't making shit anyway. So I mean, you might as well just cut them.
How do they? Well, I guess they're supplying your food and your
they'll feed
housing.
you. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, what's worse?
Let you die.
Well, there's guys that married, lived off base. And they would get in trouble and get restricted, so they wouldn't get to see their kids. There was a guy that got restricted for 90 days. Oh my God. And the fun thing about 90 days, for all you guys want to go into the Navy, those restriction days don't count out at sea.
Oh, no. Are you serious? I guess because you're restricted anyways when you're out there on a damn boat. Fuck that.
Yeah, we had a guy that got in trouble, and we were going to the Middle East, first Gulf War. And he got in trouble, and he got 30 days restriction, or was it 30 days restriction? We didn't see land for 30 days. Okay? And then we would pop into a place for 3 days.
Yeah. And
then leave, be out for a day or two, pop in another place for a day or two. And so, hell, he didn't see the damn ground. Like his feet didn't hit solid ground for months.
That's a great way to keep somebody from fucking up. Because if I knew that I was confined to that ship, what kind of boat were you on?
A guidance cruiser.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a destroyer type. But yeah, so we did interdictions.
Yeah.
And we took over ships and did other crazy stuff like
Took
that.
over ships, like commandeer the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
They break UN embargoes, we take them over.
Oh, very nice.
And then turn them over to the UN.
Yeah.
And then the UN would take all their cargo and then let them free. It was the dumbest thing ever.
Oh,
then we go take them over again. Same damn ships all the time. It was ridiculous.
What did you do with all the cargo that you took over, or they took over?
I don't know. They just take it and
just
do whatever.
Because we just kind of like piracy.
Yeah, it's kind of like piracy.
Piracy for anti-piracy, just like.
During the first Gulf War, they weren't supposed to. They had a blockade on everything, so other countries would try to sneak stuff to
past blockade.
Yeah, and sneak supplies and stuff in. They just cut them off, and they'd either be food or ammunition or whatever, and they just take it.
It's a great way to resupply your own lines. Just take
what you got?
Shit and redistribute.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. But yeah, it was crazy. So we had a couple that got they were not married to each other.
Oh.
But they were both married.
Uh-huh.
And they were both E6s, which is pretty high in the enlisted rank, pretty good. And they got caught.
Mm-hmm.
They were on an oiler. That's one of our sister ships.
Yeah.
They got caught.
Oh no.
They went to captain's mast. They got reduced in rank, so their rank went down.
Yeah.
Which means their money goes down.
Uh-huh.
Then they got restricted
Yeah.
for X amount of days, which we were on deployment, so the days out at sea don't count. And they got money taken away.
So how did they explain that to the significant others?
Well, here's the fun part.
Hmm.
Anytime you're married in the service and you get in trouble, they mail a letter to your significant other.
Oh no! Wow.
And it tells what
you better not fuck up.
And it tells what you did.
Oh shit!
So, again, no cell phones at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Not common anyway.
Oh God, yeah. So when you got home, your ass was fucking grass.
And so, and if you can't make it off the ship to go to the payphone to try to call, to try to smooth that up,
this is what really happened. It totally isn't what they're.
They get months to stew on it.
Smolder, yeah.
That's why
think about it. They're gonna kill you when you get back.
Stay single. Stay single when you're in the service.
Oh gosh.
There were some girls making good money in the service though.
Oh, I
on
bet.
deployment.
What do you mean? Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Well, I bet. Yeah, probably so, because them poor men are out there.
Shoot, yeah, them guys.
Nothing.
There's ATMs on those boats too.
Oh, bless it. Because, what the hell do you need an ATM for? Shit.
Hell yeah, you got ATM.
That's how the name hooker got started in the Civil War.
How's that? Tell me something.
The general, T.J. Hooker. No, that's bullshit. Hooker was his last name. I can't think of the first name, but he was a general for the Union, and as he would travel around, it was like kind of like villages would not really a village, but so many people would travel alongside the military. Could be wives and girlfriends and support roles and things like that. That prostitutes became a thing that would travel alongside the military, and VD became such a huge ordeal, especially within General Hooker's ranks, that these prostitutes, began being called hookers.
Oh.
So that's where that name comes
I've
from.
never heard that. That's new for me. I learned this. See, folks, this is an educational show.
Yes.
We like to bring the funny, education, the beverage. So it's good stuff.
And the retired history teacher.
That's right. You were a history teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But for what age group?
9th, 10th, usually.
How'd you
7th, 8th, and 9th was.
How'd you deal with those hormones? I mean, you're a good-looking lady. There's no way them little boys weren't up there trying to all batty-eyed at you.
It depended a lot on the culture of the school.
Mm-hmm.
I have worked at some schools where the kids were just very just blazing with it, just like, we'll just hit on you, just right out hit on you, and you're like, kid, what is wrong? No, go sit down. Go to the gym, locker room, take a shower, chill out. But then you had a lot that had a lot more respect
Yeah.
for their teachers, and while they might be pining about you and talking about you in the boys' locker room, and I've heard some conversations from the girls' locker room,
Ooh,
but they're kids.
But there's some teachers that's been called up.
There's a lot of teachers that get called up in it, and it really makes me sick.
There's some that are local here. Yeah.
I have in the past, I have covered 4 teachers who have been removed from the classroom because of that issue.
Oh, covered the class. I think.
I had to come in and I got hired because they had to be asked to leave. And I will cover that until the end of the school year. You know, and it happens a lot more than you think, or that you know about, and we hear about it all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the scary things out there.
The schools have to try to keep it as quiet.
They try to keep it very hush hush, and we have a county very close by that it's like rampant in their system.
So wow. But some of the girls, they're not
very aggressive.
Yeah, they. Like the teachers?
No, the girls, the teenage girls.
Yeah, with the
very aggressive.
Well, I heard. I can't say what school system, but I just recently heard that there was a guy. I think he was 29, and they're investigating whether he was messing with a senior.
Oh yeah, it's been happening, of course, as long as we have had public schools.
But they used to do those damn made-for-TV shows about the predator male teacher against these little girls and stuff like that.
Women, these grown women going after these teenage boys. I'm like, girl, do you not remember what it was like to be a teenager? They don't know what they're doing with it. Come on.
But they can do it a long time.
Jesus. I get fucking aggravated. I'm like, well, let's wrap this up. No, absolutely not. But there is a lot of that. A lot of grown women going after these boys, these little boys. And
I had a woman when I was, some of these people are going to listen. I've never told this story. You're the first.
Oh.
To anybody.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't think I've told it. I don't think I told it to my wife. When I was 16 or 17, I can't remember. I ended up on some school trip.
Yeah. And
it was getting dark. And there was a girl I went to high school with who was not very attractive. Right. I had no interest. She was a really nice girl, but there was nothing. I didn't no interest in her whatsoever. Yeah. Well, apparently her mother had interest in me.
Oh.
And so we were riding back from something, and God, it's been so long I can't remember, but we were on a regular school bus towards the front. Right? It was just one of those buses got filled up. It was dark. It was night. And we were laughing, cutting up, and everybody's talking, this and that. And she reached over, and I always dress to the right, if you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if she had seen something that she liked. Yeah. But she was sitting to my right. Yeah. And that left hand went right across it, and I looked at her. Oh. And she just kind of looked at me and grinned, and I was like, what do I do? I hate to admit it, I was like, and I had already been deflowered at that time, so I knew, but I didn't know what to do with a grown ass woman.
Right, yeah, that's a whole nother animal.
And I just looked at her, I was like, I didn't say a word, and she kept it there for a while, because I didn't flinch and she didn't flinch, and I was like, but you know what, after that, she never tried anything after that. She never tried to call me, never tried to hit.
She was just getting a kick out of, torturing you. She said, that boy's going to go home.
Yeah, I mean.
He'll be locked in the bathroom for a minute.
Well, she didn't realize how much of a degenerate I was.
Oh, God.
but it was wild. Now, but I think about that when you see all these grown women going after these young guys. Yeah.
It's on both sides. We paint it to look one way, but in reality, it's, everybody's a freak.
Everybody. Just go to my wife's bar. They'll tell you if they're wearing a butt plug or not.
Oh, God. Oh, I still can't believe that's so gross.
She said it was shiny.
Could you get off of my bar stool then?
She said it was shiny. I mean, I was like,
okay, I hope so.
That was her. She wanted a little glitter on that thing.
Oh, God. It's like one of your girlfriends telling you when she went and got her butthole bleached, and you're like, what the fuck?
Speaking of, there was a girl.
True story.
This true story. There was a girl that was bartending, and she bartended at a couple places downtown, and She was loud and proud,
Yeah.
telling everybody how she got her butthole bleached because she was delving into a little bit of amateur porn,
Oh, okay.
and then started sharing the links,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
to the porn stuff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and I hate to admit this, but I of course went
Well,
straight
we
to
gotta
look,
pull it up.
and
Yeah, let's see what that looks like.
and
Oh,
it
God.
fucked my computer up.
Well, of course it did.
I'm like, God damn it.
Uh-huh.
She gave me a
And then-
virus without
right.
even trying. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
See, technology's crazy.
I'm like, so be
You
careful
don't
with the
even
cheap
have to
porn.
sleep with anybody to get VD.
Yeah.
Get
it's
out
like-
your damn computer.
Yeah, fuck the computer up. And Amber told me, she goes, I told you not to go look at that link. And I was like,
I couldn't help it.
couldn't
Hey,
help it. I just had to see.
there was a girl when one of my girlfriends managed down at the wharf. It's no longer there. It didn't last very long at all. I think it's Toby Keith's Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've heard of it.
So she managed that for a short while, and she had an employee under her that she walked in and like she thought that the restaurant was clear, everybody's gone home. She's doing her last check before locking the doors. This chick was posted up in the bathroom, had put on a wig and had changed some clothes, but was filming a porn video in the bathroom.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? And apparently it was like a live webcam thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit. That just, before, when we were kids, porn stars, you had to go to California and you had to know some really seedy people and do some things and stuff and whatever to be a porn star. But these days, anybody with any kind of a camera and a laptop, I think she's probably just using the camera that comes on your laptop or on your phone.
Yeah, you got to see my son's phone. That damn thing takes some great video. He's got that brand new number 11 or whatever. I was like, damn.
So, yeah, anybody could be a porn star now. You never know.
Well, they have those. I do not know if this is true. This is my disclaimer. But I was told by one girl that her sister and her boyfriend or whatever at the time, they were looking to make a little money.
Yeah.
And they went on one of those sites, where you can register and do your own thing. Made $14,000 in 2 months.
Yeah, I believe it. I know somebody who did it off of Snapchat. Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah, apparently Snapchat has a thing where you can pay for it. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, there's a premium Snap.
Yeah, some kind of shit like that. Nah, I mean my Snapchat is for me to send stupid faces to my girlfriends,
Right.
But yeah, I know somebody who had made some money doing Snapchat videos.
Damn.
And it was just like, what the fuck are you gonna tell the IRS? Like, where the hell's this money coming from? Because they were getting thousands just straight into those little cash
Venmo,
cash app
yeah,
thingies.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
if I was a girl, I'd be rich as fuck.
Oh God. I know. Well, you got that whole line of, do I want to be rich as fuck or do I want to be respectful?
Well,
or whatever,
I would respect my bank account.
Right? Yeah, respect your bank account, but
I guess it depends on if you got kids too and all that big jazz.
And the whole maybe future one day might have kids because that shit is forever these days.
Forever, yes, forever.
Yeah, forever.
It's like, but damn, God, nobody wants to see my ugly ass naked. So, but it's just amazing. But it's amazing that people will pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
As much free porn is out there that people will still pay for it.
Yeah. Not free porn topic, but also, yeah, why would anybody pay for porn when you have free porn? Whatever. These GoFundMe sites blow my damn mind.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, shit, I've got several people that I know that sit there with their hands out on the damn GoFundMe. And it drives me nuts. Like, I understand if you have some major crisis.
Sure.
But
what if you got a project, like a movie?
I could see a project, a movie, something like that, but not these folks who are just like, oh, I lost my job, I can't pay my bills. I know somebody who got on there and did that and was doing it all over the Facebook too, and had some mutual friends that were like, called them up and gave them money because they're like, oh, I feel so bad. And then we'll have another mutual friend go, yeah, she gave me all that money for her weed, and you're just like, you bitch,
Yeah, like, God.
Like, go get a damn job, Why'd you get laid off? Because you were too high when you went in last time? What, shit.
Well, it just makes life easy to do that kind of stuff.
Ain't about a handout, no.
Yeah, but I have a friend of mine, he's thinking about doing a GoFundMe for but he's got a movie project coming, so
that's different.
He's trying to figure out ways of doing things. But yeah, it's for a project. You get to see
the end result. Yeah.
And then he's also looked at doing what was the other one? I can't. My brain quit. But there's another one where you get something for the money too. So because I thought about doing it for the show.
The Patreon
type thing.
Yeah. Patreon, yeah, that's cool because it's supporting something that we can see, physical, that is tangible, I suppose.
And you either get a free video or you get a free shirt or you get
exclusive podcast.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, the GoFundMe, which amazes me. Did you hear about the guy that cut the baby Trump thing?
Oh yeah, did he get a GoFundMe too?
He did. Somebody set it up for him, and I don't think he set it up because somebody set it up in his name or something, and he got a ridiculous amount of money. He only needed like $9,000 or $3,000 to pay restitution or whatever, and he got like a butt ton of money, and now the prosecutors trying to keep him from getting that money and trying to work with GoFundMe
because ill-received or something.
Yeah, you don't want to profit from ill gain.
That's it. Yeah.
But his whole thing, and he said it because I don't want the money. He goes, I want to give it to charity.
Yeah, well, that's a great thing. Yeah, let him give it to charity.
So I think they're gonna work that out, whatever like that. But yeah, it's but you can set up. Apparently, you can set up GoFundMes for other people.
Yeah,
which is weird as shit.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I've never really looked into it, but you've got to think there's got to be
some shady characters.
Yeah.
But I don't even go on. Who the hell goes on GoFundMe
It's just like, I want to give away some money today.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I mean, unless you sent me a link to say, hey, I got a GoFundMe thing.
Yeah.
I would never know.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. Like maybe there is some tax write-off to it because it's got to be considered a charitable donation, correct?
Maybe that's it.
Maybe someone's like, fuck all these big things that a lot of that charity money is going straight into somebody's pocket as opposed to what it's going to. If they're like, I've got this set amount, maybe I can go through here and disperse it amongst these people, do some good.
Yeah, never know.
That's excellent. I would love to think there's somebody out there doing that.
I wish I had the money to do.
Right.
I wish I had that kind of disposable income.
Yeah, I just feel like making somebody's day. Well, listen, anybody out there in radio land or podcast land, let me show my age. Yeah. I got some student loans that I'm loving paying off. They're so much fun.
You didn't get out of that? Don't if you work at a school for X amount of time?
I taught history. And I was never employed through the actual school system. See, that's another middleman thing that they've come out. And before I get too far, it is nobody's responsibility to pay off my student loans. I took that loan out myself. It's my responsibility. I'm just fucking around.
I pay them off for
right? Yeah, I tell them, hey, listen, I tell my husband's grandmother who goes to Tunica all the time and is always winning jackpots. Look, this is this amount right here. I'll slide it to you on a piece of paper. I'll never ask you for anything again, lady. She's a high roller.
Roller.
But no, what was I talking about?
We were talking about GoFundMe.
Yeah.
We were roundabout trying to figure out a way to make us some money.
We're trying to figure out how to make some damn money.
I'm at the age now. I get naked. I don't know if anybody look at me though. But they might pay me to get off there.
Shit. I remember I was when I was early 20s. I thought about it. I was like, I could go be a stripper because like in Alabama it's not a full nude state or whatever.
Right.
You gotta have some pasties and some
whatever roller coaster. Yeah.
Right, yeah, whatever. But so I was like, I could totally do that. So I got one of my guy friends to go with me and go to a strip club, and I was just like watching these girls, and you gotta have some respect for these women, man, because a lot of people are like that is very degrading. But the only degraded person I see is the dude who's ponied right up to the bar, staring puppy-eyed, throwing every last dollar he's got at this woman. Yeah. That's the only person I see.
I've had some girls feed me because of guys like that. I've dated some strippers.
Yeah, but the things these women go through and these creeps that they have to be around.
They got some creeps. But I'm going to tell you what.
I couldn't do it. Could not do it.
But there's some creepy strippers, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some weird.
Special kind of person.
Yeah, there's some weird. But I know some that have done. There's few and far between, but I've known a few that we always talk about the running joke is if you ever go to the strip club, they're either in nursing school or doing something like that. It's like, bitch, you've been in nursing school for 15 years.
Right.
I see you. But I actually know some that have gone that had worked her way through college.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one, I didn't know her personally, but there was a girl in med school at UAB that was stripping, and she'd already gone through her first part of college.
Right.
She's in true medical school and resident and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But she was stripping to make extra money.
Hey, there you go.
There. And she was a full on doctor.
That's what I'm saying. You know, as long as you control it and it doesn't control you.
Yeah.
I think that
you
whatever.
I'm
not gonna hate.
But most of them.
Most of them are cokeheads.
Most of them are cokeheads. Go and say most of them are cokeheads, and they just like to. And some girls just like the oddest thing though.
Yeah.
I tell you, I can tell this one because I know this chick doesn't listen. Is when your son plays on a youth baseball team, and his mother the night before on a Friday night was showing you her favorite dance moves, and then she's sitting on the damn
bleachers right next to you
because her son's on the opposing team. And I'm like, hi. But they're very professional. They just
I noticed you paid in ones at the concession stand.
That's right. They get them changed out though. Strip clubs will change those ones for you.
Okay, all right. So they're a little bit
they
more
go with
conspicuous going out the door.
Yeah, they drop that stack down a little bit.
God.
After you pay that fee, they got to pay to work.
Yeah, it's like what do they call it, a stage fee or some bullshit fee, like that. Yeah.
And them girls try to slip out without paying too. Oh, I paid. No, bitch, you didn't pay. Come on, give me my money.
I wonder how much that is. How much they charge them a night to do some dancing. Does it go up how popular you are?
No, it depends on what time you come in.
Okay.
The earlier you come in, the less money you have to pay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're one of those that tries to roll in at the prime time only.
Okay.
And they can't depend on you.
Yeah.
Your shit goes higher.
Okay. All right. I could see that. That's good.
Look at me spilling knowledge.
All this.
Spitting knowledge.
All the strip club knowledge.
That's right. I know enough to own one.
Lord. That would be fun, right?
Yeah. That'd be. The best owners are the ladies. Because they don't take no shit.
So I watch a lot of true crime.
Uh-oh.
And there is an episode on Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter, from where he's in Colorado Springs. He's a detective up there, and he's talking about crimes or something that happened, a murder that ended up happening at a strip club. And it ends up being the woman who was like in charge, like the boss lady there, the manager, because they had somebody in there like roughing with the girls and stuff and wouldn't leave. She went out there and shot him in his truck. And I'm like, that woman is kind of scary. You think about that. But yeah, I could see that. Because you can be a lot more protective, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, they don't take no shit from the girls.
Right.
They just see like a guy managing the place. Oh, I got, it's that time of month.
You can shake your titties in my face all you want to, honey. I got a set, too.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. Right.
Yeah, they're like, well, I'm not feeling real good. I think I'm, time, it's my month. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's like, what am I going to say?
Right.
It's like, but some girl some female manager, I don't give a shit.
Get your ass up on that stage.
Stop that thing up and put it in there.
Right. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Bored.
Did you ever hear Amber's story on the girl that was trying? Amber bartended.
Wait, was that on the ladies' night episode? Maybe I did hear it.
But yeah, so Amber was bartending a little bit at one of the local strip clubs. Her father was not a fan, and so I think I got her that job, or my ex-wife got her that job, and said that there's these two girls that came in to try out.
Yeah.
To try out. Okay, and
I wonder what that looks like.
The girl, pretty funny. Well, apparently one girl was very dark and young black female.
Yeah.
And she was out there doing her thing, and a little string was dangling.
Oh no! Yes, I did hear the story. I did, and in the black lights. Oh no! All right, so maybe we might try some boy shorts for this routine.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
What did the other girl say on the show that Amber had on there? The girl goes, what did she say? She goes, you couldn't have cut that string. One of the girls that was on the show was like, just clip that string off.
Just clip it. Or just don't do that time. Yeah, wait a few days.
Yeah, wait a few days.
Come on.
Wait a week. Another girl goes, hey, you got bills to pay, man. You got to get out there.
I hope I never ever have bills I have to pay that bad. That sucks.
Well, there's too many people that like the beer industry,
That's right.
so you don't have to worry about
I know, beer isn't.
beer with Tallulah.
Yay, beer.
Yeah, we definitely need to get down there.
Yeah, you got to. We're going to have a good time.
And it's next weekend, right? The big show.
Yeah, and St. Patrick's Day weekend, we're rolling out 3 Irish beers.
Oh.
I know one is going to be an Irish Stout, one will be an Irish Red, and the third right now is a wild card. I have yet to really find out what we're going to put on tap that weekend.
So they can just hold it close to their chest. They don't want to let nobody know.
Yeah, so it's going to be something awesome. I can't wait to see what it is, though, yes. Because we have, we've done in the past, we've done this Stout and we've done this Red, but Josh, our brewer, he's very creative. And he comes up with a lot of really awesome stuff. Like this summer's lineup, I'm telling you, is going to be on like trim tap level as far as like fun and interesting combinations for different beers. And we're also going to try and roll out a seltzer line as well. But yeah, he's holding this one. This one's keeping it in his pocket.
Do they go to different like what would be the right word, trade shows or things like that? Or do they go to they participate in any kind
beer
of
festivals and things like that? Yeah, we've got the West Alabama Food and Wine Expo coming up.
Yeah, Expo. That's what I meant.
And so we're going to that, and then we do things. Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, I think is the name of it, at the zoo. That's coming up in June. We've got a few different little things.
I just didn't know if they went to trade shows to see what other people were doing.
Oh, yeah, no, we do go and visit and just see what everybody else is going on. And, we're always out in the market checking out different tap rooms and breweries, see what everybody else has got going on. But there's a lot of just in-house creativity that happens there. We like to see what's how's the market trending, what's, really popular right now, but what's also something that could be a standout and make us a little bit different.
Yeah, because the sours were real popular for a hot minute. Are they still popular?
Yeah, sours are really seeing their own time right now. We have a sour that's a Sour Mountain, and it's a soured red ale, and we aged it in a Cabernet barrel for over 6 months. So you get a lot of oaky notes in that one with the sour, and it is fantastic.
Damn.
We've also got a pineapple and a strawberry sour.
How much do you yield out of that, though? How many barrels are you getting out of that deal?
Well, we did.
Do you have like a place to have shit tons of barrels when you do that kind of stuff?
So what we had 4 barrels out showing it, like actual wine barrels. We had that out in our tap room.
Right.
And we had some others stuck.
Right.
That but yeah, you get a pretty good bit out of it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got those 10-barrel fermenters, so we take that and take whatever out that we ferment there, and then we put it over into the wine cask.
How long does it last? How long does it take to go from?
You can age it for as long as you want to.
What is y'all's normal turnaround, do you think?
We did. It was a little over 6 months is how long they sat in these barrels.
Oh.
So you've got a lot of those. Like the flavor really comes through. In there, but you can do it. It just different.
Well, let me ask a loaded question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're obviously an intelligent lady.
Yeah.
You're an educated lady. Have you thought about trying to learn the craft?
Yes, I would love to really get in there on brew days and really learn to do it myself. My husband and I had actually planned on investing some money in our own, just home brewing kit, and then came up pregnant and had, all those expenses that go along with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's on the back burner. That's one thing. Moving forward, when we build our house, we're going to build some space in to have our own little thing so we can.
Now, is he a beer fan himself?
Oh yeah, he's actually, my husband's the one who actually got me into craft beer.
Really?
When we started dating 100 years ago, he's like, I had already kind of been in the scene a little bit. I've been bartending in Birmingham, but I was not drinking a lot of beer at the time. And Jared and I would go to Hop City back when it first opened and sit there and just try, different beers and everything. So he's always been the one who's got me into it. So he loves it too.
Well, that's good. At least he's supportive of what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we would both love to learn to do it. My dream one day is to open up my own bottle and tap place.
There you go. What part of town you think?
Well, I would really like to do it in some local places up here. I've got one area in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's some old,
Yeah,
like on the old Main Streets area, you know.
We don't want to give nothing away.
Don't give nothing away. Can't have none of y'all sliding in and
Slide
stealing the real estate I mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to be able to do something like that. There's a lot of money to be made in it. And
Well, if you got the right look, the right vibe, the right scene, you know, it just depends on, you know, what you're getting into. But I think where you're at now, the last time I was in there, that was a good vibe.
Oh yeah,
you know,
we have great crowd that comes through there. People are awesome at Tallulah.
Hell, that was y'all were having a damn wedding reception or something, or a baby shower or something when I come through there one time. It threw me off because this little girl in a dress.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is she doing in here? I think she got you beat on that 13-year-old thing.
Right? Yeah.
she couldn't have been more than 3.
Lord, which of course we are a family friendly environment, but our tap room cleans up really nice. It is very shiny. That bar top with all the pennies laid in it, it's beautiful copper, just gorgeous. A lot of lacquered wood and metal, very industrial look. You know?
Yeah, I do like that bar top. I bet that was kind of a headache to do though.
Well, we purchased it from a couple who created it, so we did not have to do it ourselves.
There you go. So did they do it specifically for the bar, or was it something they had somewhere else?
They had, I believe it was a bar that they had in their home. Like, you know.
That's a hell of a bar. That's a long bar
it's cut, you know, because you've got that rounded piece off on the other side. So it was very large. I believe that's the story.
Yeah.
I could be lying to you.
Woo,
but
I'm
if
pretty sure that's a hell of a bar to have a
Oh, God, yeah, right. But yeah, we host a lot of things. Rehearsal dinners, receptions. I had my baby shower there. I've held one of my girlfriend's engagement parties there. We've done, you know, they do a lot of things, and especially with, you know, this large outdoor area when the weather's nice. You just can't beat Tallulah, you know, for the event space and the pricing and everything. People
so
are always
if
really
anybody's
happy with
interested in a venue, you know, check it out. Tallulah Brewing in Jasper, Alabama.
Tallulah Brewing Company .info or
Okay. Yeah, that's. I think especially if that area is close to you and it makes sense, I think you should definitely check it out. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, God, yeah, that's great.
Very clean.
Easy to get to as well.
Yes, it was. It wasn't too bad. I think it was like just a couple little turns and bam, you were there.
Right. I'm trying to pull this up because I'm sitting here drawing a blank on exactly our email address to get a hold of us.
I'm the worst when it comes to that stuff. Let's see.
I should have that off the top of my head, shouldn't I?
Well,
that's absolutely terrible. Anyways, go to our Facebook, go to our Instagram. That's a lot easier for me to tell you that. Yeah. The Brewing Company.
Message.
Yeah.
Hopefully they respond to their message better than some other people.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be right on it.
Yeah, sometimes you send messages and they're like.
Yeah, we would actually prefer you to get on there instead of doing all these emails and things.
It's
easier.
A little bit more interactive, a little quick. Hey, I need y'all.
Check the email today.
I need my spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like emails going away. Yeah. It's almost like the emails are almost getting to be like faxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're still useful, and it's still a solid way to communicate. But now people can instant message or messenger on, you know, whether
the DMs.
Yeah, the
whatever.
DMs.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to do that. I'll just click here instead of, remember this email address.
I saw the best meme. Is if you ever want a girl to slide into your DMs, go to her profile picture on Instagram and put a angry face.
And she'd be like,
"What's wrong with my DMs?" That's how you get a girl to. Well, it's great having you on.
Yeah.
And for everybody, needs to go to Bama Brew Girl's Instagram page. Need to go and see her at Tallulah Brewing because we got some Stones tickets we got to pay off.
That's right.
And those damn things are expensive.
Yep, gotta get me some hotel room too.
Oh, shit. That's good stuff. Good stuff. That's why it's a great thing about where I work during my day gig is I get points for all that stuff. So I do travel so much.
That's excellent, yeah.
I can get hotel rooms pretty cheap. Waiting on that big flight ticket.
Money.
So, again, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's my month of beautiful women.
Yes.
And so Next one we got is Dina and her husband Smurf coming on. So I think that'll round out. That one be kind of hard pressed to find some more lady. I mean, y'all set the bar kind of high. So I guys like, damn, I'll be out shaking the bushes a little bit to get the ladies to come on. So again, thank you everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we're gonna hit this out music one last time, and we'll cut it off.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right.